The story of Marcus Davenport's career so far in the NFL has been big-time potential, sky-high potential. It could be one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League, but injuries and inconsistency have marred his career so far through 5 seasons. And, coming out of UT San Antonio, physical freak, number 14 overall pick. The Saints traded up 2 first-round picks to go get him, and he's had some peaks. 9 sacks in 2021, consistently getting a very good pressure rate, around 14% for his career, but injuries have been a major issue. He's only played 15 games once, 15 plus games once in his career, and that was last year with a 17-game season, and he's never had a full healthy season, and that is a little bit concerning. That's concerning. Although Vikings super fired up to land Marcus Davenport on a 1-year, $13 million deal. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying is like, well, why can't you get a very productive edge rusher who's more consistent and healthy? Because if that was the case, well, first off, his team wouldn't be letting him hit free agency, and also he would be getting paid $23, $24, $25 million per year versus 1 year, $13 million. So the Vikings are trying to catch lightning in a bottle. 1 year, $13 million deal. It's a prove-it deal, and it was noteworthy. So on Thursday at TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill, the 2 of the 3 big-time free agent signings for the Vikings had a press conference. They met with the local media jackals, cornerback Byron Murphy coming from Arizona, as well as he doesn't have to pay for dinner anymore. Woo. Love that, man. And then also tight end Josh Oliver coming over from the Ravens. But noticeably absent was Marcus Davenport, and it was explained this way. Gessling. While the Vikings introduced Murphy and Oliver at a press conference today, I'm told that they're still working on contract details of Marcus Davenport, who was in Minnesota today but has not officially signed yet. Now, when they said contract details, you're thinking, okay, they got to free up some cap space. Za'darius, if they cut or trade him, they can free up $12.1 million in space, and Za'darius, over half of his base salary becomes fully guaranteed on Friday. So they're trying to do some cap gymnastics. They're trying to trade Za'darius. They're trying to figure something out there, and that's why the holdup with the contract stuff. But then you start thinking, okay, what happens when free agents visit the facility? Well, you sign their contracts, and also you go through a physical. And given Marcus Davenport's injury history, a little bit concerning. And then Darren Doogie Wolfson, KSDP Sports Insider, so he was answering some questions from someone on Twitter. He said, Doogie, Davenport wasn't at the presser today. What's the scoop? Is his agreement in trouble? Doogie, accurate. I was there. Working through physical equals the word. So he was at the presser. Working through physical is the word. The rumblings, the grumblings. Now, could that be coming from a primary source, or is that just deductive reasoning by all the beat writers? I don't know. But then it continued. Do you sense any trouble here? Doogie, need to find out more, but when scheduled to talk and you don't, raises tentacles. I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe Doogie's watching Pirates of the Caribbean lately. I don't get that. I don't think that that's the phrase, but whatever. So it does raise an eyebrow, especially given Marcus Davenport's injury history. Like I said, he's never played a full 16 or 17 game season during his 5 years, and it's been a bit of a grab bag. So throughout the NFL, this is what he's had. He's had a thumb, he's had a toe, he's had a Liz Frank, another foot injury, elbow, toe again. He had a concussion. He had a pec strain in 2021, a shoulder issue that's been lingering over the last 2 years, as well as a ankle sprain that cost him the final couple games of last year. He's also was not listed on the injury report at various times with a finger injury. So Charlie bit my finger, and I don't know. Could be a lot of spots where the Vikings medical staff is really going through with Davenport with a fine-tooth comb because of these injury history, and it could impact his contract. Because let's say you're knocking on all the wood, hopefully he doesn't, but say that he does fail his physical. It happens. It happens a handful of times every single free agency cycle where a guy will sign a contract, they go visit the team, fail the physical, or a player will get traded, go physical with the team, fails the physical, and that's what happens there. But it doesn't mean that a deal can't get done. Mainly, it means that they could still work something out, but at a lower rate. Currently, it's 1 year, $13 million. The full details aren't out yet. Maybe that's what they're negotiating on, hence why they're slow with the contract. Or you could add in more incentives. So when you're on the field, per game bonuses, injury clauses, all that stuff. And that's something that they could be discussing right now. And the delay, like we said, could also be part and parcel with deciding what they're going to do with Za'Darius Smith. Are they going to trade him? Are they just going to cut him, freeing out that cap space? But both things could be true at once. Like maybe they're sort of dragging their feet with what's going to go on with Za'Darius' contract and waiting till the last second to free up that cap space to sign Marcus Davenport. And, I mean, they could be concerned about Marcus Davenport's injury history, and there's could be some red flags coming up with his physical. So I guess we'll see what happens. Either way, hopefully things work out, and knock on all the wood, hopefully he stays healthy, because, again, when he's healthy, I think that he has a chance to be an elite edge rusher. I think that he's great against the run as well. I think him and Daniil would be a hell of a duo going forward, but we'll see. We'll see. But your thoughts are thoughts. What the heck is going on with Vikings free agent signee Marcus Davenport? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.